Imagine, it's the dead of night 1920 in France. A luxurious train hurtles through the countryside, carrying one of the most powerful men in the world. But suddenly, something unimaginable happens. A man in pajamas tumbles out of a window and vanishes into the darkness. Who was he? And how did this bizarre accident change history forever? That's right, folks. Welcome to one of history's weirdest footnotes. The night French President Paul Deschanel fell off a train. But before we dive in, here's a question to chew on. What if the leader of a nation woke up on the wrong side of the tracks, literally? Stick around, because this story is equal parts hilarious, tragic, and utterly unbelievable. Let's set the scene. It's May 23, 1920. Paul Deschanel, the freshly elected president of France, is aboard the presidential train en route from Paris to Montbrison. Deschanel, a brilliant politician and former Speaker of the Chamber of Deputies, had just won the presidency in a landslide. But behind the scenes, things weren't so rosy. At 65, he was battling severe health issues, insomnia, anxiety, and possibly the side effects of medications like barbiturates, which were common back then but could cause wild sleepwalking episodes. As the train chugs along around midnight, Deschanel retires to his private compartment. The windows are open for fresh air, remember, no AC in those days. He's restless, tossing and turning in his silk pajamas. Then, in a moment that defies logic, he leans too far out, or sleepwalks right through the window. Bam! He plummets onto the gravel beside the tracks, the train speeding away without him. Bruised, bloodied, and disoriented, Deschanel stumbles through the dark countryside. He finally reaches a small railway crossing guarded by a worker named Léon Guillermet. Picture this. A man in fancy pajamas, covered in dirt, approaches and declares, "I am the President of the Republic." Guillermet, thinking he's dealing with a drunk or a madman, brushes him off at first. "Yeah, and I'm the Pope," he probably muttered. But Deschanel insists, showing his injuries and pleading for help. Word spreads quickly. Local authorities arrive, verify his identity, yep, it's really the president, and rush him to a nearby chateau for medical care. Miraculously, he survives with just cuts, bruises, and a massive ego bruise. The train? It continued on, oblivious, until someone noticed the missing VIP. Now, why does this matter? This wasn't just a funny mishap, it exposed Deschanel's vulnerabilities. Rumors swirled about his mental health. Newspapers had a field day, dubbing it, the Pajama President scandal. Cartoonists mocked him mercilessly, and public trust eroded. Just 4 months later, in September 1920, Deschanel resigned, citing health reasons. This tale reminds us, even the mightiest can fall, sometimes quite literally. It's a quirky reminder of human frailty and power. Next time you're on a train, double-check those windows. What do you think? Could something like this happen today? Drop your thoughts in the comments.